for our dear friend Twinshu, and we will be covering a lot of details with Twinshu regarding this class. So let's welcome him this edition. Hi Twinku, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, all good.
Great, good to see you. And Twinku,
Yeah,
where are you located right now?
yeah, I'm from Raipur, Chhattisgarh.
Chhattisgarh, right. And how is Chhattisgarh? We have heard a lot about Chhattisgarh, that there are really good greenery, wildlife available, and it is
Yeah,
full of natural abundance. So could you please explain how's Chhattisgarh?
yeah, Chhattisgarh is a very great place. Like it is very known for agriculture. Yeah, it is
Right,
also known as the bowl. Yeah,
right. So
yeah.
when can you come and visit Chhattisgarh?
Sorry.
When can we come and visit Chhattisgarh?
Yeah, it's evergreen. Like you can come anytime. It is wonderful.
Great. So let's plan a trip so that we can meet sometime. And let's talk about the language part. So please tell us why this language is important to you. Why do you want to learn this language in full?
You're talking about English.
That's right.
Yeah, it is very like it is a global language. Like everyone in our future everyone is going to talk in English and explain their ideas in English. And if we talk about corporate world, no one is going to talk in Hindi or another regional language. So yeah, for if we see in future, it is very important to learn English. So that's why I'm doing so.
Exactly. And so many businesses have come up and they have adopted English as their main language, though Hindi is our national language, but the official language is English. And in the business terms, English is the one that is used in all the countries nearly. And it is also a global language, as you said, that is right. So it is used in nearly all countries for the transaction purpose. So that's why it is important for us to learn English. Okay.
Right.
And yeah, Twinshu, so what exactly do you want to learn in this language? What do you think you should learn?
Yeah, I just want to be fluent. I just want to be communicate with others in English and not other type of. I want to do for this English.
All right. And
Yeah, I just
how can you develop fluency? Because I see this is a regular question from all of the people that we don't get fluency. We have seen a lot of videos on YouTube. We know grammar, but when it comes to fluency, we are not able to get it. So, Twinshu, I want to ask you, how do you think we can get fluency?
yeah, like first point, like if we want to speak, we have to listen more than 2 hours a day. Yeah, I have already seen yesterday a video. It was a AJ Hoj. He was a world best English teacher. Yeah, he is a very making podcast for every day. And I have seen this he was saying to watch minimum of 2 days, minimum of 2 hours a day, like listen
Right.
English. Yeah, it's a very first point. Like you used to listen. After that, we are going to speak, and it is a very long process. We have to be consistent and persistent enough to do so.
Exactly. And I remember the time when I saw AJ Hook video last. The first time I saw it was in back in 2012. So it was 8 years ago. And the
Yeah,
person was really dynamic at that point as well. So he explained the things in a very natural way. Like you would learn
right.
the English by seeing instead of reading and writing. So that's a very important thing that you have to learn from the experience. If you see the things and you are able to capture the words, that's when real English is. Right. And also, I would like to inform you that many people think they know English, but they don't exactly know English. It is
Right.
important for them to understand it. For example, when I ask a person, could you please give me the definition of a fan or a table without mentioning its use? So they are stuck. They are not able to give the definition of these simple items without its use, right?
Yeah.
And
Right.
if we talk about the general things like a biscuit, what is a biscuit? So they
Yeah.
are confused about a biscuit. So this is exactly what it is required that if they are able to define everything in clear terms and words, and their ideas are expressed fluently, that's when the fluency comes in. So you have to work on that, obviously. Now, Twinshu,
Yeah.
how many hours of recording do you do of your own voice?
Yeah, I'm not doing so like I used to do practice. I used to listen some blog or some over YouTube, but I'm not doing recording of my voice. Yeah, sometimes I make videos like narrating a story, that kind of, and enhancing my vocabulary kind of thing. That type
Right.
I do, but not I not do for like a long hours. You can say not more than 30 minutes. Yeah,
Right. I'll tell you how I used to do it. I used to take a
okay.
topic and I used to read a lot on Google about the topic. Then I used to think about the topic, and then I used to start my recorder and I used to speak a lot. I used to
Yeah.
speak as much as I could, and I used to record the ideas. And at that point, I used to realize whether I have enough ideas about the subject or not. And if I have, then my mind automatically used to tell me that now I am good with this subject. Now let's move on to the other one. So your mind is the best tool which will help you out in knowing whether you are getting the fluency or not. If your mind says no, you are not fluent enough, then you have to work hard on it. So you don't need a teacher or a coach to tell you that you are not fluent. Your mind is an automatic barometer to tell whether you have fluency or not,
Right.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So when you record your voice, your mind tells you that yes, you are good in this subject and you are not. So that's when you realize that you have fluency or not, right?
Yeah, right, right.
Exactly. So that's why
Yeah,
people do face the problem. They watch a lot of videos, they write a lot, but they are not able to speak because they haven't done speaking with a person. Just like you and me, we are speaking right now.
yeah, right.
So you need a coach to speak. You need someone to speak along so that you can come to know what exactly is the fluency and how to go about it.
Okay. Yeah,
Right? Okay.
right, right.
Right. So, next question which I have for you is, how important is grammar, do you think? Because people do worry about grammar a lot. So, how important is grammar in speaking? What do you think, Twinshu?
Yeah, like grammar is not that important. Like we do not have to mug up grammar things. I have little knowledge about tenses is enough to. Yeah, we do not have to adjective kind of that type of the words. That type of things are really not of use. We have to just listen and observe what he's doing after that, after listening what does it mean, and just to speak and just to try, just to practice, and that's it. We do not have to mug up all that things, and it is of no use in my opinion. And yeah.
Exactly. I mean, if you see
Yeah,
grammar, how many tenses are there? Maximum 12 tenses. So if you speak fluently in terms of grammar, there are only 12 tenses. So you just have to learn them and you have to write the sentences and speak in a proper way. It's not about grammar when you speak, it's about the thought process. How much ideas you can generate in 1 second. If you are able to generate too many ideas, then you can speak fluently on any subject. Now, how to develop that? You have to read a lot because your mind is not prepared enough to have proper knowledge to speak a lot of ideas. So you have to prepare your mind so that you have enough ideas to speak consistently for a very long time, right? Okay.
right,
By the
right.
way, I forgot to ask you, would you be okay if we upload this video on YouTube as well?
Yeah, 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 it's okay. I do not have that kind of issues. Yeah, it's okay.
Yes, because some people they do have issues, so need to ask you. Now, this will help people so that they can come to know what exactly they need to do and how they need to do it.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
right, right.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
Next thing I want to talk about is how important is tone. So because tone is really important when you speak English. If you speak in a very harsh tone or very strong tone, then people might get offended. They might think that you are
Yeah,
not speaking to them in a proper way. So how important is tone, Twinshu, for you?
yeah, tone is important. Like what you are speaking, it is soothing to ear. like the person you are speaking, he cannot get rude, like he cannot take in anger at that type of thing. Yeah, like we do not have to talk in over voice or below voice that people cannot hear that type of voice. Yeah, like we have to be with our own, not that kind, not that much of a low or not that much of high. Yeah, like it comes with practice, and yeah, that's it.
Right. Well, many people don't realize tone is an important tool for you. If you use it correctly, then it can create wonders, right? So
Right,
if I say to you in a very soft tone, you're not welcome at all. It doesn't sound offended, right? Because it's a very soft tone. But if I say it in a very hard tone, you're not welcome at all, then it sounds
yeah.
offended, right? So it depends
Right,
upon the
right.
you make. Even if you say what the others don't want to hear, but you say it politely and softly, then it will create wonders for you because people will accept your ideas, even though it is
Yeah,
not in agreement with them, right? So
right.
tone plays a really important role. Next thing which I want to talk about is the modulation of voice, like up and down of the voice. Do you think it is important?
Yeah, like if it is not that important, if we are just communicating with others, expressing our ideas, I don't
Mhm.
think so. Like modulation is plays much role. Like if you are can explain what you are saying, your ideas and your thoughts, it is good. Like we do not have to be that much of worry about that modulation kind of thing. Yeah, in my opinion, I was saying that. Yeah, in my personal opinion.
Yes. Well, I would say that generally Indians they have a very natural tone, but it is quite moderate in terms of intonation. For example, if I say, "How are you doing today?" That's an Indian style of doing it. But if an American has to say that, he will say, "How are you doing today?" So the person will
Yeah,
modulate the voice so that feelings and expressions will come in. Especially in the storytelling, if you are telling a story to a child or to a
right,
big
right.
audience, need the modulation. For example, a normal Indian would read the story like, one day there was a king. The king went to a jungle and he wanted to hunt. So this is an Indian way of saying it. But if American or Canadians would say that, they would say like this. One day a king went to the jungle. He wanted to hunt. He was very surprised. So this, you see, the modulation can create an impact in the voice when you are telling a story. And we do need
Yeah,
stories in life, right? So
yeah,
these are things which we are missing as Indians, because I see that people in Asia, they don't modulate too much. And that's why it is very difficult for them to convey the message to the people from the
yeah,
other countries, right?
yeah. And also,
All right.
if we narrate a story, the people like the roller coaster ride. Like they enjoy the story and not just hear and not just hear that story with like it's okay kind of a story. Like if we used to engage them in that, they will really
Exactly.
enjoy that. We talk in
Exactly.
modulation. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, I agree with you. That's why you see, able to develop a really good public speaker of English language till now because we don't
Yeah.
modulate like them, right? We
Yeah.
don't have a global speaker as of now in terms of English, even though we are speaking for the past 50 years. English has become a part of us for the past 50 years in India. But still, we do not have a global leader who can dominate English. There was one way back, I think 100 years back, there was a person named Swami Vivekanand, and
Yeah. Yeah.
he had the memory, the vocabulary, the skill set, and the presentation that is required in order to influence the people through the stories. But he's the only one because he practiced a lot, right? People say that he was a very good orator, but they forget how much practice he did, right?
Right.
Okay. And what are your future goals, Twinshu? What do you want to become?
Yeah, like my future goal is I want to be a best coder, like a next level of coder. Yeah, like I want to be a career in software field. Yeah, like I am
Okay.
fond of computer. Uh, like currently I am learning Photoshop. Like I used to know about how the softwares are made and how can we, yeah, that type of thing. Like I am fond of computers. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yes.
right, yeah.
So it's a good thing that you can learn coding and you can develop coding in such a way that you can present really good software. And if you're able to do it, maybe you can become the second Bill Gates.
Yeah, yeah. Hope for the best.
All
I
right.
will do hard work. Yeah.
Yes. Well, our hope and wishes are with you so that you can bring India's name to the forefront and lead India forward. All right. Now, do you have any question that you want to ask from me?
Okay. Like I have heard about you. Like you are international call center. Like you're working on international call center.
Yes, I have
Yeah.
10 years of experience working in the call centers. I have worked in different domains like inbound customer service, outbound sales campaign, and collections background. So overall, I have tremendous amount of experience in call centers or working in BPO industry. I know in and out of it. Yes, you can say that.
Okay. Yeah. Like
Yeah, tell me.
what you have taken a degree. Like from where had you studied for that?
For the call centers?
Yeah.
Right. I didn't take any degree. I started with the backend profile, wherein there wasn't any calling involved. But you see, I was not satisfied with my level of expertise and the knowledge that I have had. So I decided that I will dominate my language so that I am good enough to work in this industry for a very good role. And that was the day when I decided that I will work on my language, whatever it takes. So back in those days, there used to be uh, a new kind of thing on the internet which used to download the files, which we say torrent. So I used to
Yeah.
download the files from the torrent and I used to study them a lot. And I mean, it was really exciting at that point because I had a lot of material and that material has imparted me the knowledge that I have inculcated over the years and I have distributed it to a lot of people like I'm doing it with you. So it has taken over a period of years for me to develop and have this kind of skill set because it takes time. So if you're learning any language, if you're learning any skill like you're learning coding, it takes time. People are
Yeah. Right.
losing patience after 1 or 2 years. Please do not lose the patience. Keep on continuing, keep on making efforts on a daily basis, and sure enough, you will achieve your goals. If you have set a goal, please do not leave it. Just move forward.
Right. Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
All right. So I think this was the first session for us. So what I have observed from this first session for you is, so whenever we
Yeah.
speak, we have to make sure that we are not repeating the mistakes or repeating the phrases. For example, you might say like, I was involved, and then you might say, I was doing. So if you change the sentences, it is a change of thought process, and we should not do that. We should complete the sentence in one go. Once you are fluent enough, you will speak only one sentence and complete it. See, that used to be my problem in back in the old days when I used to start a sentence, but the finishing part was a problem. So I never used to finish the sentence properly and correctly. So I rectified that mistake by practicing it slowly. So once you
Right.
practice subject slowly and finish the sentence properly, it will create a different impact in your thought process. Second thing is about the intonation and modulation. You can see the way that I am speaking, it has more of modulation required. People do not speak like that when when you say that people speak in India. So if I have to change my tone and if I have to speak like an Indian, I will change my voice right now. So you can see the difference, Now I will speak like you, and you will feel the difference. There will not be any emotion or modulation coming in. Can you see the difference? Can you feel it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
You
can
can.
see that. Yeah,
Right. So I've spoken to Americans, Canadians, Brits for quite a while, and now my accent has modulation automatically. So if you have modulation, it expresses more and it gives more appeal to your voice. Though it is not the part of our culture as Asian, because we speak in a very, I would say, flat tone, but we have to change it so that we can match about the emotions and expressions which we have in our mind, right?
yeah.
So
Okay.
these are the two major
Thank
things which I have for you to ensure. So keep working and learning on them. And sure enough, we will see differences coming in the next few sessions,
Okay. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
Thanks for giving
it was,
advice. And
yes, it was really nice speaking with you. And I thank you for attending the session today. And we'll meet on the next session, right?
glad to attend this session. Thanks for you. Thanks to you.
You as well. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.